Are you a diver? A deep sea diver? And what does deep sea divers do?
They catch Nemo.
They're catching Nemo.
Well, that's how it all started, trying to catch Nemo. From that day, the idea of being a deep sea diver has always been part of this little man's development. I had done my open water course many years ago, and now it was my time to watch my new budding dive partner grow up to such a point that he could join me. The opportune time did arrive eventually when we headed to Gauteng, South Africa. There we met up with a fantastic dive group called Scuba Crew. Richard was our instructor and he took us through the process. The first step was doing the online course. Padi has a very comprehensive course and Julian took about 3 days to go through it, but it covered just about every aspect of diving that he needed to know. After that, we met up at a local pool where there was a short pool session, just learning how to kit up and getting the feel of what it is like to be underwater. Then there was the qualifying dives with a few extra skills that had to be taken care of, and we did that at a place called Miracle Waters in a little town called Brits. That's about a good hour drive from Pretoria Central. As we enter the water here, I'd like to make 2 points clear. This is winter in South Africa, and that water was very cold.
Okay, you can stop right there, and then what you do is you put on your fins, one fin at a time. Obviously, if you're really talented, you could do both. It is brisk, hey? Holding the go down button up. Okay.
One more.
And we say cheers to the surface and head on to the depths. Safety means everything in this game, and it's very important that everybody feels comfortable, especially if something untoward should happen. At this part of the exercise, we are getting used to having water in the goggles, and then being able to restore your vision again, even to the point of taking off your goggles and putting it back on again. All this was done under a very well-controlled environment, and as you can see, the surface is quite close, so should any anxiety or anything funny happen, you can quite easily shoot up to the top again. Julian did a wonderful job. After those set of skills were taken care of, we descended now to about 5 meters. During this time, we focused on equalization, and things don't always go smoothly as what you hope, but that's all part of the training, eh? We got down to the 5-meter grid, and here we did some further trainings like buddy breathing as well as buoyancy control. Do enjoy and see the way that Richard really interacts beautifully with Julian and maintains peace, calm and control at all times. This part of the exercise I know is going to take a little bit of time to become comfortable. You'll notice in the clips that come that there's a lot of arm movement and swimming that's going on underwater. Julian has to get a proper kit of fins that will help him just to maintain that stability and just to swim gently using his feet to propel him along and not get his hands all involved. Well, we're off to explore the quarry. A little bit of a strange swimming style to start off with, but that eases up as time goes on. The quarry itself was an old copper mine that eventually flooded after they hit groundwater, and since then hasn't really been useful much other than for divers. There isn't much fish life to see, and there's definitely not much plant life to see. So over the years they've sunk a number of interesting things just to try and make it a little bit more intriguing for the divers. There's a boat and a plane and a couple of crabs and things, so I'll show you what we saw. As we swim past this wheelchair here, I would like to ask you a very simple question. Is diving restricted only to the able-bodied community, or do the disabled people also have a chance to get to experience the underwater world? Have you been on a liveaboard where there have been disabled people? Have you been to the beach, out on a boat, going to the reefs with disabled people? Don't you think that this is a major flaw? This is something that Richard has been able to address. He brings disabled diving a whole new meaning. He is able to take quadriplegics, paraplegics, autistics, epileptics, all of them underwater. With his team of qualified support, these people are able to experience the underwater world. I will put links in the description below should anybody need to contact him or want to know how to help him to continue to have this outreach for the people that have been restricted from so much in life already. You can see Richard has been here a number of times with divers. So as we came across the tail here, he offered to do a photo shoot. We couldn't refuse. Kind of difficult though. And have you ever wondered how to catch the attention of a diver up ahead? Well, watch Julian. Sometimes it's not as easy as what it looks. And eventually we're on our way again. As we took a moment here to check out this crumbling ground, which had a slightly gold color underwater, but is actually not gold. It's from the old chrome or copper mines. I lost my balance, and you'll notice now I almost smacked Julian's regulator out of his mouth. Well, he came up with some interesting ways of talking to me, and then all was well again. I'm sure that I would have had to bleep that if we were above water. Well, all good things come to an end. Some would like to have stayed underwater a lot longer, but we had to drag him out. And that's it. Julian is now a qualified Padi open water diver. I have my dive buddy. Now it's up to me to go and experience as many dive places as we possibly can together.